let's talk a little Tua now. And yesterday, Tua had his press conference to address camp and obviously the contract. We're not going to play the whole press conference for you, but I want to play the part where it starts to ask about the contract. And I want you to listen closely to the questions and how the questions are phrased and how the media purposely is trying to phrase everything negatively so they can craft their story negatively, because that's the only way it sells. Remember, being positive or giving good news, that doesn't help. I do that all the time here. All the time. You guys want to hear that Dalvin Cook is going to be the difference maker and taking you to the Super Bowl. I will give you the reality. One, they're not interested in Dalvin Cook trading for him or giving him any big money. And two, they don't think he's the difference to going to a Super Bowl. They just want to improve the running game. That's all they want to do. You know what I mean? But again, misinformation and lies and exaggerations and, all that kind of stuff is what sells. Honesty doesn't sell at all. It does not sell at all because it's not what you want to hear. Unfortunately, most of you don't want to hear this. So let's play the Tua press conference where it starts with the questions on the salary, on the contract. Now, I want you to listen to how the questions are phrased. I want you to listen to the words that the media tries to feed Tua to describe where he's at. Finally, there was one media member that gave him a more realistic adjective. And so, but it's great. It's a great couple of minutes because it shows you how the sausage is made. It shows you how the media walks in with an agenda. They're not walking in to just report the news. They're trying to create the news. They're trying to craft the news. Watch and listen.
How concerned are you with your contract situation, and have you observed other quarterbacks around the league as they got paid?
Yeah, I'm not blind to people that are in my position that are getting paid. Am I concerned about it? I'm not concerned about it, but there's a lot of discussion, that we've had that, we just are trying to move that thing into the right direction where we can both be happy. So,
are you involved in it personally? Does your agent update you like every time there are talks?
Well, my agent updates me, but for me, I don't like updates like every time. Like, you don't got to tell me the little things. Just tell me things that matter. Are we getting to where we want to, or are we not? That's it.
Did you think there'd be more progress at this point?
Well, I think there's been a lot of progress at this point. From where we started, there's been a lot of progress. Now, you can ask the other question, then why aren't we seeing, an agreement? Well, that's the tough part about it. That's why it's business. That's why you got one side and the other trying to work to meet in the middle.
Are you confident that you'll get a deal? The contract negotiation have to do with your attendance during the first part of off-season program?
I don't know. I don't control any of that. I control if I come or not, but I don't control, how they think about that.
Do you view those numbers that others get around the league as benchmarks for your negotiations, like Jared Goff getting 53 per year?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The market is the market. If we didn't have a market, then none of that would matter. It'd just be an organizational thing, Didn't matter if that guy got paid that because it's up to the organization. So that's what I would say. The market is the market. That's it.
Are you confident that a deal will get done before training camp?
I'm confident that a deal will get done. But then again, it's not in my control. It's really up to both sides meeting in the middle with this.
You're a passionate and emotional guy. Is it difficult for you to separate the two things out there? Yeah,
100%. 100%. For people that talk about business is different than personal, sure, like I can agree to some extent, but who you are as a person for what you do, business and personal, is who you are with how you do everything. That's how I see it. That's just how I look at it. And if not, like if you can be two different people at once, like, hey, by all means, you can do that. But to me, that's just not how I am.
Are you,
If you listen to it completely, by the way, 71,533. That's a good note there. If you listen to it completely, the media then goes on to ask Tua, are you frustrated? Are you concerned? Are you agitated? Are you annoyed? Are you pissed off? And he shot down all of those. So they keep trying to craft, you listen to that press conference. Hey, did you see what the other QBs have got? Of course. If you listen to Tua doesn't want to talk about his personal shit with us. He doesn't want anything to do with the media when it comes to salary, when it comes to, remember the whole thing, like he got pissed off that somebody reported his wedding and all that, right? And he's like, like he doesn't want to talk about that. He doesn't want to talk about this. And that's the funny part is that the media kind of took it like, well, he's a little frustrated. No, dude. He's frustrated that he has to talk about this with you guys. He doesn't want to deal with us on this. So when you ask him about the other QBs, he goes, yeah, of course I've seen the other QBs. And when you, have you made any progress in all this? And there's been a lot of progress made since we started. That's a huge statement right there, but that one's kind of glossed over, And then the attendance of the offseason. He's like, man, I just show up. I'm not worried about what they think. I'm not here to tell you I'm not attending because of this or that. He didn't get into that either. And then on the golf question, he's got, again, this is not a team thing. This is not him. This is towards the media. Yeah, of course I've seen the golf thing. The market is the market. And then when you asked if he's getting a deal done, he goes, I'm confident that we're going to get a deal done. But, there's a process, which, of course, he covers his ass with that. And talking about is it hard to separate the negotiations with your business and all that? And again, it's one of those where you're just picking at him. Like, of course, it's something you have to deal with because it's your worth and what you think you're worth and all those kind of things. All right, you have that second half there?
To get something done. That's it. Just wanted to get something done.
What was your reaction? Go ahead. Concerned? Is that?
Not concerned. Concerned's not the right word. That's way off from the word. Probably antsy in a way, yeah.
Pissed off.
I wouldn't say pissed off. I mean, this is the nature of the beast, right? This is how it goes.
What was your reaction to seeing John Waddle?
I was excited. I texted him. We all texted each other. Jalen Ramsey, Teron Armstead.
We're good.
We texted each other in a group chat.
We're good now. So you got that part there towards the end. So they're baiting him with all those words. And he's like, no, that's not even what it is. And then somebody said, antsy. Just want to get a deal done. That's all. Have you ever been in a contract negotiation? You just want to get the deal done. I've been in several of those. That's how I feel, just like he does. You just want to get the business part of it done. And I don't want to talk to you assholes about it. That's how I read that entire press conference. That entire press conference was, I got to talk about this shit. And it's like, there's no panic. The guy's there. He told you that they've made a lot of progress. But then you needle him with, well, have you seen the Jared Goff? Of course I have. Yes. Yada. Yeah. It's just, are you confident you're going to get a deal done before? Yes, I'm confident. It's just antsy. He's confident and they've made a lot of progress. That's what you got to read into. He's not really holding out or anything like that. Players take off during these OTAs and all that. I'm not worried about Tua not practicing here or there. Even better. It's not like he needs all those reps. Give me a break, dude. The guy is accurate as hell. So but it was a great way for you guys to see how the sausage is made. That's what that whole thing was all about. You guys got a chance to see how the media tries to craft a story before they even got the story. They're the ones addressing it and trying to style it the way they want to, because they were dying to write he's Tua's a little agitated or whatever, but they were dying to say, oh, he's pissed, he's holding out, he's mad at the franchise, he wants more money. They were dying to get that. And if you really listen, it's just the guy that doesn't want to talk about his personal shit with the media. That's what you got there. That's what I read in the whole Tua thing. So for those of you out there that are so worried about the whole Tua situation, give me a break, man.
This is the